Well, that took about forever and a day. Sorry about that, folks. We were already working on being live. I actually had to recreate the stream again. A couple of things going wrong with the restream alerts and all the things that were happening there. So, once again, apologies to everybody. We want to make sure that everybody is out there watching. Thank you to those who are tuning in right here on YouTube. Normally, we're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. I use a software called Restream. But it's been kicking me from the restream in OBS in this new version of OBS. We figured out what the problem was. I was kind of trying to figure out why OBS was having such an issue for the last couple of days. And it's the new version of OBS 30.2.3. I've reset OBS and it was still having an issue, and basically that's what it is. So we're live. We're back for week 2 here for the Sim 500 series, Midnight Thunder series. One of my favorite series to call because it's late night, it's cozy, it's 40 laps of intense, insane speed, and now they're going to be running some of the toughest cars you're ever going to see on this simulator, and I swear to everything that these cars are just massive undertakings, I'm telling you. They're going to be running all 4 versions of the 87's. It's the 811.org. Give you the action tonight. We appreciate Sim 500 being on board with SUPERSPEEDWAY in the Midnight Thunder series here every Friday night after the Chop Chop Racing Cup Series, which was a good race. It was a ton of fun to watch. 40 laps, no fast repair, 3 sets of tires, 2 attempts at a green-white checkered. And these are the toughest cars on the platform. 2.65-mile length track here for Talladega Superspeedway. They're going to run Talladega Superspeedway every single race. It's going to be a ton of fun. 104 degrees in the track temperature, 78 degrees in the air temperature, 45% humidity. It is insane tonight as we see these drivers go to work. I want to see your chats. I want to see everybody out there having fun. And it is that time for everybody to go green flag racing. How about it? Starting grid. We have a starting grid for this one. We do. Starting grid. Sim 500, right? Yeah, Sim 500. Bam! Tyler Dalton's going to be your pole sitter. Doy Woods, Brian Beach, Ricky Harden. In excess of, a whole bunch of speed here. It's Aaron Smith and EJ O'Rourke going to make up row number 3. Jeff Ryan, Wesley Donaldson, row number 4. Andrew Greasebomb's going to have Chad Coleman, row number 5. Chris Spencer. What's up, Spencer? I know that guy. George Hendricks Jr. is going to be the row number 6. Row 7 will be Brent Scott, Tom Gahn, the Combinator, Matt Nicholson, Charles Van Scoy can make up row number 8. Comstock, Justin Fuller, row number 9. Jonathan Cadell and Kevin Dabrown. Kevin Dabrown, the Bears, in row 10. Jerry West at Foudy. Out there, row 11, Lee Robinson, Bryson Daffern are going to be out there, row 12. Row 13 will be Guile Brooks, got it right this time. Dustin German out there as well. Brian Workman, Jared Livingston, Russell Martin, Curtis Daffern, and Kenny Taylor. 31 drivers tonight in the 87's. It's a tough car. It is one of the toughest cars. And thank you to everybody out there that is going to be watching on YouTube. We will try to make sure that we get the social media post back up. We'll try to upload this as well to Facebook, so that way we can get all of these in, and I'm gonna work on it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what we have to do to make this work out. It may be just a temporary thing for OBS. I was showing folks yesterday what was going on. I literally am connected, but it keeps kicking me out of OBS and keeps dropping frames from OBS, and I was watching it happen. So, but the last race we did well. Good. I love my cameras. I had to go through and set up cameras for every one of these cars, and actually I need to make a quick adjustment to make sure we're good to go. Superspeedway series here. Make sure that's selected, and we're going to be good to go. It is Talladega. Let's go racing hard in the wall. That's right. That's one of the things we see, right? Make sure that you're not going to be hard in the wall. Let's do it. Flag stand coming up. There's the biggest pythons in all of iRacing here, ready to go. Green flag racing here at Talladega Super Speedway. And some of the fastest cars you're going to see. And the old 87's. We're going throwback. Yep, and they're going to be loud. It's going to be insane. These are very loud cars, very loud track. You see at 218 miles an hour, Tyler Dalton, your race leader, 211 miles an hour into the corner. We saw speeds in excess on that stint, 221 miles an hour. These things absolutely are blistering fast. And the biggest thing you have to do is you have to be in track position. These things, you could pretty much have a breakaway, but the air moves around in them so much. Last week's winner, Charles Van Scoik, ready to go. He got a win. He likes the super speedways now, which is kind of cool to see. On board. .216 like butter. 198 like they're standing still. Average lap time, 45.28 so far. And the run is just massive. Look at that, 215, 216, 217. He's going to get to 220 before he, right there, 220 into the corner. Now, the tires wear out in these cars just like they did back into the past. Tom Gom just ahead of them. And we do have, I know that we had a couple of driver cams pop up, so we'll make sure that we grab those folks. I like myself some super speedway racing. I've never been a fan of this car. Outside of NASCAR, I've never been a fan of this car. So, you know, we try to do the best that we can and try to make sure that what we do showcases it. Aaron Thomas, go Gom. Don't worry, brother. We're gonna get his driver cam up in 2 shakes here. Ooh, baby, it's getting a little heavy. Now you can crash, you can tear it up, but you only really get one shot. Do not miss your chance. I said it. Oh, I'm terrible. I'm punny. We're going to pull up Mr. Galminator's driver cam here in just a minute when we make sure it's loaded, because I didn't have it loaded. There he is. Oh, Tom Gom, 5 of 40. This will be a fast race. This is one of the cool things about this racetrack. It runs super fast for these cars. 40 laps is pretty much the end all to be all with this one. Tom Gom stretching his hand, gonna just kind of roll into the corner. You see him having to go high, drop in low. This car on this platform makes Talladega and Daytona feel like a 1.5 mile track on a regular racing surface. The tire wear is atrocious. They do have 3 sets of tires. The race is always close, and the wrecks are always huge. Mr. Harden, Ricky Harden in the 15 out front, up 3. There's a big wave from the Galminator. Much love to him. How about that guy? Big Cars, Real Racing. That's right. I need that shirt. I'm going to make that shirt. I'm going to add that shirt to my collection. Big Cars, Real Racing. I don't know who that is. If you know who that is, put them out there in chat. Last time I watched your stream, you were in the race. Aaron, you were in? Appreciate you, man. Well, I appreciate you getting out there in chat. Are you going to run another one of these? That's what I got to ask. Oh, tell me who it is. All right. They're massive. How about Aaron Smith to the front? EJ O'Rourke Justin Fuller, Ricky Harden, Wesley Donaldson, your top 5. Chad Coleman, Tyler Dalton on the move. Some drivers working the outside lane. Look how free they get back here. Who is that back here? Hold on. There's a lot happening. Seth Foudy back in the mix. Seth didn't put up his driver cam. Is that Russell Martin? Russell Martin got free off of turn 2 on the high side. Came down, saved it on the bottom side. Now Russ is going for it. How about this racetrack? Aaron Smith. Going to do what he can. They're out front. Justin Fuller on the bottom side of the racetrack. Again, this track, when I talk about it wearing out, it's going to wear out. And you're going to see these drivers get just like they did back in the day. 41 of O'Rourke. Big shove the 5-1 of Fuller. These things are aero dependent. Oh, baby, hold on to it. Who's down on the bottom? Wesley? No. Who is it? Is it Gom? No, it's David Comstock. He is backwards, sideways, and trying to flip it back around. Caution will come out. He had it saved. That was impressive. Hold on. We got pretty much have to go backwards. Let's just go backwards. I think he had it saved. I think he barely hit the inside wall. Go far chase here. This will be easier. That was insane. This is 2 great saves we've seen back-to-back races. Oh, no, somebody got in the wall. Little net code. That was Wesley Donaldson who got in the wall. He just barely taps the wall. That thing took a hard lick. And he says, we're good. We're good. Style points, folks. That's what he got. Style points. He's trying to get back up on the racetrack right now. He might have flat tires. Those things will go flat. You do not want to try to restart these cars to go up the racing surface. There you go. When you get those tires hot, you just want to roll back into the throttle and go. You can catch the field. Kind of. It's a lot. NC811.org is a part of SIM 500. SIM 500 is a part of iRacing, and I am a part of all of it. Call before you dig, folks. If you're thinking about what you're going to be doing next week and you've got some plans to do some groundwork, and if you have not called your local 811 service, well, you're sadly mistaken. It was a stream I did for iCrash Weekly. Figured since Gam was running, you'd come watch. Yeah, man. Oh, you're part of the iCrash guys. Perfect. iCrash, well, ICW now. I don't know why he changed his name. I know why he changed his name, but he shouldn't have. Just get out there and just be iCrash Weekly. It's a great ICW. Can be a second channel. Keep the iCrash Weekly. It was perfect. Pit road's busy. Fuller wins the race off pit road. Fuel. They do burn through a lot of fuel here. They really do. So I can understand taking fuels, maybe right side tires. Some of the drivers are probably going to take right side tires. Aaron Smith taking about 10 extra seconds for repairs. Tom Gom did take a full set of tires. Not a bad idea. Justin Fuller will be your race leader right now. Bounce in and but yeah, we'll edit thumbnails. We're just gonna have to do our due diligence and we're gonna have to recreate recreate all these streams and continue to do what we can. Excuse me. So apologies to the leagues, apologies to everybody that's expecting our 3-stream service. We're just gonna have to do something. So I'm not in broadcast. I'm gonna get in the broadcast. Wait a minute. There we are. So yeah, new microphone and a whole bunch of issues after that. That's what my week's been. How's everybody else's week been? Also, my 10-year-old started public school for the first time. She's been homeschooled since she was since she was a baby, since she started school. And we see some drivers come back to pit road, maybe top off on fuel, save a little bit. But tell you what, it's been a heck of a week. There's Chris Spencer. He's a good dude right here. Just saying. Long Island, New York native. He's awesome. I'm gonna give him some shout outs. Everybody else some shout outs. Let me refresh the cache of the iRacing page, because it's doing its thing. Mr. Fuller. A lot of these drivers we know, a lot of the drivers we've called for, Dustin German, Jerry West, all a part of the let's see right here, there's Jerry West. He's got a broadcast team out there as well. Kevin Brown out there in the 93, killing it. There's Vance Goik. He is literally the GOAT racing legend. He is the GOAT. We call him the GOAT because he is the GOAT, and we like him. Good dude. And the 23. The 2-3. I do like the 87's for their throwback nostalgia. I hate driving them, but it's as close as what it is and what we want to see it be. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right, chat's not up on the stream as well, because normally we use the restream bot to do it. So I'm gonna have to rework everything. But we'll keep YouTube growing. We'll keep everything happening. We'll do some work to make our uploads, and we'll edit our streams and we'll upload them to Facebook, and we'll work on getting the streams back on Twitch as well, because I don't know if Restream's having an issue with 30.2.3, then I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to contact your customer service. It's a paid service, folks. They pay to use it, so and when it doesn't work, it's not fun. Nobody with any real damage. Comstock is good. They're going to get ready to go to the restart zone, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. Let the good times roll. This is Talladega back at it. Lap 12 underway. Are they going to settle in? Nope. They're going to get spicy. 40 lap. Look at that run on the outside. 9 with a 41. That's actually the old 19 out there. That's Tyler Dalton on the outside. Run of the 9. That is an old Bill Elliott paint scheme. I think Tyler Dalton's actually running the Hal Dalton paint scheme out there. Something he did for his papa. 41, maybe crossover. He's going to utilize it. 3 wide. 15, big move. There's Ricky Harden coming across the start-finish line. 3 wide as they go. That's a good-sounding car. The closer you get to the car, the worse it sounds. Oh, no, 51, freed up, 41. Did they save it? Did they save it? They saved it. Holy cow. Duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball back here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wide ahead of them. Whoa, baby. 91. Gets up for the race line. 72 will run the bottom side of the racetrack if he has to. It's Lee Daniel Robinson. And a save. Can they save it? Can they save it? Caution's going to come out. They need to rack them, stack them, and do it again. About 7 wide at Talladega. How about 8 wide? I don't even know how to call that. That was insane. Jared West backwards as well. EJ O'Rourke. Here's what happened here. It's just, I don't even know. Here's, yeah, 13 just got out of the gas. 41 with a big run. Ooh, EJ, big blank there on my end. Look at this. Look at this. This looks like NASCAR heat. Look at this. Oh, man. So we're going to back up. This starts with the EJ right here. And the 5-1. 5-1 drops down. And EJ. EJ bounces it off. You saw the left front tire bounce off the corner there. But actually, let's go to, I have a better camera. Is it left front? Yeah. So right here, we're going to quarter speed this one. He bounces it off the yellow line right there, right? So does the 5-1, and they both are just free. So a little connection there. They save it. 41 saves it, gets on the bottom side, but instead of staying low, he's going to be right here stuck in the middle of a rock and a hard spot. And to the outside, he's just smashed up. There's drivers everywhere. And that's pretty much what it looks like coming down to the back straightaway. Just saying. That was not a screenshot that you would ever need. I'm taking it. It's happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 wide there. 41 gets back up to speed. He's fine. And then everything else, then there's Gale Brooks back here. Justin Fuller's moving. So right here, we're just kind of watching how this plays out. Actually, it was EJ. Let's go back up to EJ here one more time. EJ's at a rock and hard spot here. Back to that chase cam that I was at. A lot of scrolling here, trying to figure out what's happening ahead. So EJ's back into it. Little blink. He's fine. Able to get back in the draft, which is helpful here. And then he gets up to the 13. And who's at the 72 or the 12 down there? 72 of Lee Daniel Robinson, I think checks up out of the line. Has big run here. Reassumes the race line here. This is what we were following. And then the 32 gets free, comes down into the 72. And the 13 checks up for the 41. 41 with that big run, turns the 13 of Comstock. And all of a sudden, it just becomes a little bitty parking lot. Either way, we're going to be doing it again. A little race. So far, so good. 15 laps in. Hold on to your butt. That was a cluster. It was 20 to 21 seconds stops for the 4 tires. Anyone else took less for fuel? Yeah, I know that. But I was talking about the left sides. The left sides are not a bad idea. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, right sides. Right side tires not a bad idea. Left side tires not so much, because the right sides burn up faster than the left sides when it comes to the time. What I'm seeing now is Aaron Smith tires for a full set. An 11-second pit stop is just one side of the tires. 34 seconds for Vance Goyk. He might have to go from the back to the front again. He took his time back before, and you'll see the race line kind of maybe part the seas, but you can't give up too much ground, because if you do lose the draft, well, you did take some right side damage. If you do lose the draft in this, if you don't have a group to work together to be able to run, you can catch up as long as there's kind of the parachute. This car is such a unique car, and has so much horsepower. This will be I can count on my hands how many times have I called this? Yeah, I can count on one hand. This is my 5th 87 that I've ever called. I just don't call a lot of 87s. The reason why I don't call a lot of 87s is because I have chosen not to call the 87s. They're running it in this series as a unique platform, and as the Midnight Thunder series, and so this will be my fifth. I want to say my 5th 87 race I've ever called. But I know the car. I've driven the car. I've gotten out there and I've ran races in the car. Similarly, when it comes to running some of the legacy tracks, I like this car. The legacy on a couple of legacy tracks, but as far as at the big super speedways, I don't like it. I don't want to run it. It saws so much. It seesaws for me, even with everything the way it is. Oh, good though. I like watching them run, and it just reminds me of watching races with my dad when I was a kid. Which is cool to me. It was a big cluster. But it's all good. It happens. This stuff happens. You know what I mean? No. Always appreciate a good time on a racetrack. Tyler Dalton. Folks, I'm not reading chat because chat's not doing what it normally does. Sim 500 gives you 25 laps to go. We're going to be back at it. Here we go. Into the corner, in and out, TV follow. Tyler Dalton with a big head of steam, but he's going to be caught quickly. You can't run in these cars. You can't run away. Look at that. 15, back bumper 9, 28 inside. Look at the speed they get into the corner. They're going to drop it to 3, and this is going to look like, nothing. This is the spotter cam that I like so much, folks. Big line bet head of steam. 71 right behind. There's Aaron Smith back up to the mix. Biggest mover of the race right now, Curtis Stafford. And I tell you what, Curtis is he's up 18 spots. He's not too bad. Chris Spencer off 12. Biggest. I'm not going to call him the biggest loser because really there's so much racing left right now. Even with 23 laps to go, there's so much racing left that anything can happen. But Andrew off 15, but it was off 17 whenever I clicked on him. Seth Foudy up 16. And real quick, you can go from the biggest mover of this race to the biggest loser. Oh, man, 28. Hold on to it, Doy. Hold on to it, my friend. Doy Woods got free into the corner. You cannot run those tires below that yellow line. If you do, you are going to loop it. 4 wide. We're about to soak up a lap car. Brian Beach out of the race. Brian Workman back here. We've got some lap car. No, that's Chad Coleman. He ran away from it. Why is Chad out front of the gun? Question mark? Something weird? Question mark? I don't know. Somebody ran at him. Things got all shaken up. 38-71, 71-15 to the inside. 93 is going to be in tow on the bottom side of the race line as well. Seth Foudy of the 17. Hard charge with the Valvoline. 17. Little wiggle out of the 93 and ahead. See Seth out there. Much love to him. They're like little ants. Click the wrong button, folks. But 10 cars in that first pack right there. 3 wide. 41 goes to the outside. Tries to cross over. 17 back in. Brent Scott back here doing a good job. Up 4's the 33. 1454 iRated driver. Ducks back in it, trying to go back-to-back weeks. Look at the Davey Allison paint scheme. Again, he did. I tell you what, he freaking saved it. 93 just saved it as well. I was just hearing that. Little wall scrapes everywhere. Would have thunk it. You'd be able to, hey, you know what? What's funny about it? Who's that Pontiac? Tom Gom is running a Pontiac. And I'm going to tell you, folks, I actually used to own this car. Oh. Pontiac Grand Prix. Of course, mine was an 83 and not an 87. We had put a 454 D block in it. That was the first car I ever built. Loved the car. That's my car when I was 16 years old. 1983 Pontiac Grand Prix. AJ O'Rourke having a little blink in and out there a little bit. But he was good now. 41, trying to carry speed. The more you blink, the more you, 71 crosses over. Oh, a little free. 38, Chad Coleman trying to save the Pepsi machine. Oh, the record back there. Caution's coming out. Big caution. Big wreck. Drivers trying to stop. These cars just, Harold Livingston trying to stop. Had a head-on collision in that Ford. We got the Buick LeSabres out there. Sabers. I'm going to tell you what, these cars are tanks. I mean, you still blow them up. Go on board Gerald and see what he sees. Very nice Canadian out there. Bang. Bounce, 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 bounce. Break. He can't see anything. He's trying to downshift. No. Oh, he's trying to brake. Trying to brake. Ah! Guile just could not. Guile. I love his face. So we were talking last week. Guile and I were about the Nintendo cars and the N64. The reason why he's running the 64, and I wanted to see what car he was going to run this week. It just sucks that it just got wrecked. Hold on, let's see what happened. We just had a great race with Chop Chop too. It was well, I say a great race. It was a really good race. A couple of cautions, about 7 cautions. So I think my voice is a little torn. Oh man, Wesley got yeeted. I think he got a little free. What he did. This is Guile right here. Oi. No. Once you start sliding in this car, you pretty much are along for the ride until you stop. And all of a sudden, Mario gets blink. Bum, bum, well, it wasn't powered by Nintendo anymore. I do like his car, though. Hold on, we got to look at it. Ding, 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 ding. Don't demonetize me. I like it. Guile, if you're out there watching, Super Mario Brothers 3 is my favorite game. You know, it would be kind of cool to play this game again. I bet there's an emulator out there somewhere that will allow us to play this game. Would like to be able to play, on your PC, those kinds of things. I like your car, man. I love it. We're out there watching. Much love, brother. All right, let's see why it happened, though. We'll go to Wesley Donaldson here. Love the Davey Allison pace game. I like the old 28 paint scheme as well. Oh, doy. All right, so that happened there. Did he free up on his own? Oh, he did. He bounced it off the bottom of the apron. You cannot get your left side tires down there, folks. I'm telling you. Not with this car. Watch. Bounce, freed up. Bounce, freed up. Bounce, freed up. And then it's along for the ride. Oi. Hey, what? Doy took less of a beating there than what you would think. All right, couple of laps down. Justin Fuller's going to be your race leader. We'll go lights off with the pace car. We'll see what everybody does here. It's been a good race. That's why the Midnight Thunder Series is what it is. What are we doing next week? That's going to be the big key. Excuse me. What's going on with this group? Wednesday night sharing. Oh, yeah, you can go to sim500.com, folks, if you want to look at what I'm doing and what they're doing. Sim500.com. And if you want to check out their Wednesday night truck series, I called that. If you want to check out the Friday Night Thunder series, which is what this is, the Midnight Thunder series, all you got to do is click on the old icon from sim500.com. And then you can go down. You can see what the next car is going to be. We're going to take next week off. Chop's off next week. So next Friday, we're going to have off. We're going to do some gaming, I think. By the way, doesn't matter. Where are we running next week? Now, the car tomorrow's later. Running the ARCA car? Here. Yeah, we're running the 87's tonight, and then we're running the ARCA car. ARCA car is fun. ARCA car is kind of slower. Doesn't run unless they're running the Gen 6 version of it, or the Gen 4 version. So hopefully they're running. If they're running the Gen 4 version, that'd be kind of cool. And then we're gonna run the Gen 6 car after that. Then the Dallara IR18, which is gonna be amazing. Then the Xfinity Camaro after that. Then the car tomorrow, which is just as fast as this thing is. And then last but not least, final race is going to be in the Next Gen Cup car, which is kind of cool. I like it. Going to be a good time. All right, folks, we're going to go back to it. It's going to be green flag racing once again. Restart cam for you as some of the biggest pythons in Isle of Wight Racing comes back at it again here. And, yeah, it's going to be good. Geico restart zone. We're green. Be 15 laps to go. Midnight Thunder. Thank you to Sim 500 for being. Thank you to Joey and all the folks over at Sim 500. Oh, 41 all the way down. EJ O'Rourke. There's no saw. There comes the Giggity car. Cadell. It'll be 15 laps to go. Wide into the corner, 51 down to lead the lane. It's going to pull all the air. You see the cars get freed up? Those cars are shaking around, and I'm not even joking. These things move around worse than, well, you know, your toddler when you're trying to change their shoe or get them dressed. Big bumps in the middle of the corners. Big runs on the outside. 3 wide is not impossible. If it fits, it sits. What was that back in the day? If it fits, it ships. This is 7th. Isn't that crazy? A single file back here. A lot of drivers probably taking it easy. Van Scoit back here as well. Joey Woods back on the left side. Grease Bomb's going to be back here in 17th. And thank you to the driver cams for running the driver cams tonight. We appreciate it very much. Driver's out, so that was somebody who was not. Was that Gale or Guile? Was that Guile that ran a camera? Did I miss Guile's camera? Tom Gomp's still running. I missed somebody's camera. I really did. Let's see what Tom's looking at. We'll see what Tom's looking at. Not every 4 or 5 laps, you get to run and put a cover. This is what he sees. As the bottom side's going to be floating it up to the 13. Whoa. Watch him get ready to set up to turn into the corner. Out of the throttle. Look at this car slide up the racetrack. It carries so much grip and speed into the corner and moves up the racetrack. Van Scoit going with him. Charles following the old 43 here, old Gombinator. Tom Stock's going to be behind Doy Woods. Kind of rooting for Doy. Kind of rooting for him. I mean, Charles can go back to back. Chad Coleman's there. Lee Daniel Robinson's going to be out front, though. 22 spots gained, your biggest mover to the race. Britt Scott up 11. Aaron Smith up 2. This car is about laps and momentums. Laps and momentum. I know that we've got the Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Platinum Properties out there on the stream again. That is all about what happened last week. It was a sponsor last week, so we're gonna just continue to have it up there until I'm told otherwise, or until we get another sponsor that is up there. So much love to the BHANG, and if you are out there, I think, is this still on the race? No. Sim500.com. Get a part of one of these leagues. Go to Chop Chop Racing as well. We'll thank Chop Chop for being on board with what we do. We'll make sure that now that I've had to recruit. Oh, no. No, hold on to it. Brent Scott, hold on to it, sir. Glideways around the corner. Pull the tires off. Back up on that racing surface. He's still got the draft. He can still go forward. Dude, somebody work with him. Don't leave him. Don't leave him. Buddy, hit your brakes. He was leading. I don't know how it happened, but he was leading. What a great save. Tyler Dalton out front. I mean, chances are we've not seen our final caution. Ugh, and you see it back there. We're part of that lane. Jerry West coming through. There's George Hendricks here. So maybe Brent Scott can play catch up here. There's still a lot of draft here. He is up to speed. 201 miles an hour. We'll be able to be in the draft zone of the car in front of him. That's George Hendrick. Tom Stockton at 13. We'll have to run the bottom side of the racetrack. I'm telling you, momentum is everything. But at this particular point, in front of that field, you know, Dassey, Robinson, DeBrown, DeFern, Dalton. There's a lot of D's up in there. Love his paint scheme. 33's paint scheme? Which one? Server one? I need you in the race. Your paint jobs alone are amazing. If you guys want to be a part of this race, you got to go to sim500.com. They're 5 wide here, trying to avoid what's happening there with the 72. So Robinson goes from the front, now back into the draft of the pack here. Tom right behind, big head of steam. Van Scoyk has moved himself up to 4th. Coming off pit road, Wesley. Wesley Donaldson trying to keep the car from going up and getting a black flag. 3 wide, Foudy from the bottom to lead. 17 leading Bryson. Defern's going to be up top. Aaron Smith. The old yellow. I'm going to call him the Mellow Yellow Machine. Foudy, Smith. Foudy to try to lead a lap here. Smith will probably take over the lead of that lap. We'll see how the outside lane prevails. Foudy actually leads that by nothing, by barely anything. So that second lane is actually doing himself some good. Oh, 17 a little free. Valvoline 5 spot right behind him, but that's going to be the 118. Bryson dropping back, 17 working, 17 is still trying to work the outside. There's Van Scoyk. Oh, everybody getting free. 51 freed up in the middle of the race line. Once again, Dustin Fuller from the front to the back. Thunderbird just kind of went to put. Caution again. Hold on. Yo, 93 gave him a bump. Yeah, he got freed up. And Seth was just there. He was into the wall, but he was still going to have the pace and the speed. He was fine. Well, yeah, 2 or 3 laps to go by the time we're all said and done. In 2 attempts at a green-white checker. This is a fun little series. Little 40 lap sprints, basically, in these super speedway vehicles. The Dallara is the one I'm going to be interested in because I'm going to see if those things will do the 230 that they need to. They're a ton of fun. The G-force in those cars around this racetrack were a ton of fun. Aaron Smith, your race leader. Chad Coleman's going to be second. Biggest move of the race tied between two. Jonathan Cadell and Lee Daniel Robinson. 72 has moved back forward. Giles back out there. He got the dang old thing fixed. I mean, that's what some of these cars look like after, the truck pulls. So he'll probably get back on the lead lap. Yeah. Kyle, he's going to be your lucky dog. Or are they going to go by the old 87 rules? Pretty sure he's going to be a lucky dog. Yeah, he's going to get back on the lead lap. He's like, I got this. Let's go, Van Scoik. That's the man. RacingDiecast.com for that guy if you want to get out there and check out any of his products. He's got some of the best diecasts you're going to be able to find. He has daily specials, weekly specials going on. You check out his social media posts on Facebook. You can check out what he's got going on. Sim500.com, of course. To be a part of any of these races, you need to register with them. Some leagues have a deposit. Some of the series have fees. I don't think this one does. I think this one is donation based. If you want to jump on board with them, or maybe I think sponsor races because it costs money to have me here. So they do, which is good. It is a good time. It is. I love calling racing. I love doing this. So, but at some point I will not be doing this. It's nice to be able to be a part of a platform that is it's just fun. It's good. It's fun. It's entertaining. Thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited. Thank you to, of course, all of my family that allows me to continue to do this. Racing Diecast, yes, sir. Thank you to the leagues. Thank you to iRacing for continuing to being a live service, out there that these drivers can get out here and race some of these legendary cars. It is absolutely, they are fake cars, but this is a real race. I like that t-shirt. I'm seriously going to make one. Here's the Pepsi Challenger. Chad Coleman is going to be your race leader. Van Scoik is going to be second. Seth Foudy, Brent Scott up there through row number 2 on the restart here. Nicholson, Griesbaum, Dafferin, Bryson Dafferin in the 118 is going to have George Hendricks Jr. there to his outside of the restart here as well. Aaron Smith, Ricky Harden. Anybody can win this race at any given point. Ramon Gum says Aaron Thomas. He's not doing too bad. He did get a little bit out of that. He's good. At least he's driving a Pontiac. I mean, I could say one better. Brian Wortman's driving the only Buick out there. Poor guy. Surprised that I don't see more Buicks out there. I thought the Skylark was going to be, the most popular vehicle since it's the newer release. And it's got the coolest grille on all of the vehicles. Just saying. Monte Carlos look like the Monte Carlo SSs of the days. The Ford Thunderbird looks nothing like the Ford Thunderbird of the day. Maybe the NASCAR version of it. A little more point on the nose, but it's close. It's a close replica. It really is. So all these cars are close replicas. I just can't believe they put a Pontiac Grand Prix in this thing. I think that's cool. Just saying. What needs to drive? Coleman, Van Scoik, Foudy, Scott. Going to be your front 2 rows. Pace car will dive off coming around here out of 4. And remember that the trial slickest part of the racetrack is going to be insane. A lot of drivers take a little bit of fuel, some tires. We're going to see if anybody's going to use these stickers to try to take some advantage and run some fast laps, because I believe we're going to have 3 laps to go when we go back to green flag racing. Just by looking at what these drivers doing, it'll tighten back up. It's going to happen. How about it? Pitter patter. Let's get at her. How about one more time around as they get up to speed with the static cams? Vibration coming at you. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. That didn't last long, and neither did that bumper. Well, let's go back and see what happened there. There's so much going on. I have 2 attempts at a green-white checkered here. Those things are going to happen. Let's see who dropped in those spots here real quick. Car chase crashes. Oh, Charles got absolutely manhandled there. So Vance Goik, who's last week's winner, is right here. EJ O'Rourke in the 41 right here. He's been aggressive early every time. He's been involved in a couple of things. Oh, he wasn't clear. He wasn't clear at all. He turned across the nose of whoever's driving the 5 car. It's not the 5 on the screen. That'd be the. Yeah, he just wasn't clear. And he turns in. He gets turned. 5 and a 71. Whoever the 5 is right there. Is that Nicholson? The 71 is actually it's Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith's right here. Nicholson is in the 5. Quarter speed. Just wrecks the field there. Wasn't clear. Sometimes, folks, and I know that this is it's a hot take, and I don't want to say it, but this is Talladega. There's a great segue. One of the things that I will say is Griesbaum is going to come to pit road. There's the 93 of Kevin Brown. He's literally dragging the right front. Sometimes, you want to win races. You want to be able to do what you got to do. But sometimes, and I mean this with all the respect in the world, because a lot of these drivers are double my I rating, and I'm cool with it. But as a commentator and as a guy that has watched these things happen time and time again, sometimes you can get on these super speedways and you just see a hole and you're going to fit there. And you forget about the surrounding of the car. I've done it. We've seen it happen. And I think that's what happened there. There was a gap. You thought he was going to be clear because, probably to the left and the right, he did not see the 5 and the 71 there. So Aaron Smith. And you see Bryson back here. So that's who it was. There's Bryson Daffern in the 118. That's who's driving the 5 machine there, folks. He was there. He and the 71 were there. They're too wide. You can't force anything any more than that. And EJ O'Rourke is on pit road. You think he's going to get some damage taken care of. But, you got to. Maybe he might be too tore up there, but you got to put yourself in that situation. Think about the drivers who are moving forward. If he had just given it a little bit more time following the lane that he was, he would have been pulled it through all of that with the speed that he had going on. But you got to get through the gears. You got to get through turn 1. You got to get through turn 2, and get up to speed. They couldn't even get out of turn 2. So it happens, though. It's racing. These wrecks happen. They happen a lot. Super Speedway stuff. Coleman, Foudy, Scott, Smith. That's what you see up there. Is the relative rolls across. Big special thank you to these folks at the Sim 500 Super Speedway Series. Midnight Thunder Series. Thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning or thunder. Thunder. Not paid to sing. Sorry, folks. So, yeah, this is good. Good stuff. There'll be 3 laps to go here. Basically, first attempt at a green-white checker. We had a natural attempt coming up here this last time by. That's what you saw. So this will be the first official attempt at a green-white checkered. They just got to make it there. Did Charles make it back out? No, he sure didn't, did he? Dang. Thought he'd be able to go back-to-back weeks. He got a win last week. It was fun. Thank you, sir, everyone. And I appreciate it. How's the stream out there, folks? Does the stream sound okay? Do I sound loud enough? Is the race loud enough? Everybody having a good time? Thank you for all the likes out there as well. Make sure that you folks are liking the stream. It helps with the algorithm. All the comments are great. The live comments are great, but make sure you go back there as well after the fact and make sure that you also comment afterwards as well. It does help the algorithm. Helps everything go on. So thank you very much. If you folks haven't done so, you can even dislike the stream. Stream's good. Thank you, Aaron. Much love, sir. It does help. It helps me get into the YouTube algorithm, and since we're not multi-streaming tonight, we gotta do it this way. It is running at 1080, right? Much love. Well, thank you for those who are watching ads. Oh, it's a green-white check. Want to watch? These are the 87's. Yeah, just a couple more. Yeah, I'm only on YouTube. That's Mrs. Signature there, folks. She's asking. Little man. Not little man. That was the cat that rubbed up against my leg, and I said, little man. And then my youngest wants to go to bed, so he's getting ready to do his thing. It's the weekend. First weekend after school. Green flag. We're going. 2 laps to go. With a green-white checkered here this Friday night. Midnight Thunder Series. It'll be almost midnight across the board. Let's go, Foudy, says Samantha. Good to see you out there, dear. How are you doing? Back straightaway is busy. Somebody's going around. I just feel it. All right, they just need a white flag. Brent Scott there. Oh, we're going to have our next final attempt at the green-white checkered. They're still wrecking back here. Hendricks driving the A-team. He pities the fool. He does. Oh, SS. All black and pinstriped red. Absolutely looks like the A-team vehicle. Chad Coleman, Aaron Smith, Seth Foudy, Brent Scott, Tyler Dalton. Race car will lead him around here in just a minute. I'm good. Come on, Gum. You can do it, says Aaron Thomas. Always a pleasure, Sam. Much love to you and the fam out there. Hope you're all having one. He's in third. He's been running decently. He's got tangled up in a couple of wall incidents, but not really anything too aggressive. So he's been doing good. Gom's on camera, so he's sitting at 9th. You know he's going to be happy right now. He's like, we got to do this one more time. One more time. So yeah, it's been a good race. It's been a decent race. So I do like this new microphone. I'm just gonna say that I think this was a good buy. This microphone cost me $54.87, folks. I'm pretty happy with it. You can whisper sweet. Now I don't have to talk very loud if I don't want to. If I am going to talk loud, I can pull myself away, and it has a good pickup, and you know, I'm pretty happy with it. If you folks want me to read everybody bedtime stories, we could do that. Something we are going to do this year is I am gonna go ahead and record. We did it a couple of years ago for not for a stream, but we did it for a radio read that I did before. So we're gonna do it again this year. We're gonna do Christmas stories that are throughout tradition, throughout time. We're gonna be the night before Christmas. We'll also do a reading of Scrooge. We've done that. We did that 5 years ago. So we're going to do those things this holiday season. Our biggest thing here at our household is to make sure kids have Christmas, and it's been our tradition every year to do something to raise money for Toys for Tots or Shop with a Cop, or pick a local family or a bigger or find a cause out there that is greater than our own and be able to help them out. So those are things we're going to be doing. It's been, we're blessed with a platform to be able to have a voice. We might as well use it. You know what I mean? All right, we should be lights off on the pace car this time by. One more attempt at a green-white checkered. It's going to be Chad Coleman, Aaron Smith, Seth Fowdy, Brent Scott, and it's going to be Tyler Dalton, your top 5 so far. Bryson Daffern, Cadell, or Cattle. I'm going to have to ask him how to say it. Hopefully he finishes the top 3 so I can. I like it when people finish and decide the top 3, because then I can ask them how to say their name if I feel like I'm messing it up. Justin Fuller, Tom Gom, and Lee Daniel Robinson will restart here. One more chance around at this one. We're taking odds-on bets, so we make a poll. They're going to make it to the end. If you're out there on YouTube, if you haven't considered doing so, you can get out there and consider subscribing. Also, make sure you hit that like and notification button for me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, well, you're missing out. If you want, we have memberships that start at $1 as well on YouTube. Get you access to all of our. We have a few videos that are out there, like my tutorial videos are out there for SDK and OBS. Some of our older stuff. I need to recreate those, but those. I'm locking those behind a paywall, just because. There's a few things that we have, a few videos that I haven't put out there. Some of our game reviews are behind a paywall too, but I mean it's $1, $1, $5, something like that. I don't know what it is on YouTube. I forget what it is on YouTube, but I set up a long time ago and forgot about it. So I'm grateful to every member that we do have out there. I know that we have several. And I'm grateful to the members that are out there. It just never pops up that somebody buys the membership. So we'll have to figure that one out. 3870 117 3395. That's not the 5, it's 118 of Bryson Deffern. Jonathan in the Giggity car. And the 5-1 of Justin Fuller finally back up there as well. All right, half a dozen cars that are just behind this group, so we're going to see if they're going to be able to make it work. Actually, somebody sent me a message today. I forget who it was. They didn't like it. Oh, it was Schuessler from the Cup Series that we were just calling. Gave me some feedback and some love out there, but it was good. 3871 3317. If you guys want to learn how to do SDK, I'll teach you how to do the simple stuff. The complex stuff just takes too much time. We're green. Final attempt at a green-white checkered coming up. It doesn't matter how it ends now. Next flag ends this race. Did Chuck make it back out? He did. He's like, I'm pushing somebody. Chad Coleman. Fowdy, rock hard spot. Which means he's in the middle. Out of the back straightaway, 118, 5-1. Big Sin. 9 gets turned. Caution will come out, and that'll be. Well, this one will end. Aaron Smith will be your race winner. Chad Coleman will be second. Tom Gom actually is going to be third. So I think Gom wins. gets P3. We'll have to see how this one shakes out, or if they're going to race around to the end. That caution comes out. That is it. So Aaron Smith will be that guy. My ears are ringing. All right, Aaron Smith gets a victory. We'll have to see how this one shakes out. We'll meet up with the pace car. That'll be too easy there. Chad Coleman will finish second, I do believe. There it is, Justin Fuller, the 51. Ooh, they're running into each other back here. I think Satson's going to finish fourth. Bryson, I think is finished. I don't know. They're getting lined out here. We're going to see how this one's going to play out. There's some drivers that still need to move forward. Tom Gom maybe have a top 5. Maybe he finishes third. Finishes fourth. I don't know. It's still getting situated here. I still would have liked to have seen that finish. It was a good run coming out of the back straightaway. It's just, these cars just get freed up so easy. Aaron Smith's going to get the victory here at Talladega as they come around that front straightaway. So congratulations to the driver. He will take the victory home. Coleman. A chance to celebrate here as everybody will peel off. We'll go back to the flag stand for the driver. Let's take a look at your race results. Everybody crosses the line. We'll see who was DQ'd, who wasn't. That's pretty much how it is. Aaron Smith, Chad Coleman, Justin Fuller is going to be your top 3. Tom Gom finishes 4th. Bryson Daffern finishes in 5th. Seth Bowdy 6th. Chris Spencer all the way up to 7th. Much love, Chris. David Comstock, Lee Daniel Robinson, Russell Martin Jr., your top 10. German, Harden, Griesbaum, Scott Brooks, Cadell, Dalton. Tyler Dalton finishes in 17th. Gerald Livingston finishes in 18th. And down the rest of your race results here. We're at Midwest, your top 20. Curtis Stafford, O'Rourke, Hendricks, Van Scoik, all the way through 24th. Everybody tearing each other up to Brown, Nicholson, Doy Woods, Wesley Donaldson, of course. Jeff Ryan, Brian Beach, and Kenny Taylor. All there. And the yellow banana's going to win. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 7 cautions. I think they're all just going to destroy each other. That's what we've seen. It's midnight, folks. It's midnight everywhere else. And they're out there still just going at it. Aaron Smith will be your victor here. We'll talk to him real quick. Congratulations, Aaron, on the victory here. I know it finishes under caution. And I know you guys are out there having a grand old time right now. Congratulations. Walk me through it. It's super speedway and a big old high horsepowered, very heavy floaty car.
Yeah, I had a feeling I had a pretty good shot at it tonight. I've loved running these cars in the past, and tonight was no exception. Oh, there goes my engine. But yeah, we had some good brawling at the front when we had those green flag runs, and we had quite a few of them. I was surprised, but yeah, I had a couple close calls with a few cars getting loose on the inside, but fortunately I was able to keep the nose clean and bring it out up front.
One of the things about this car is that it frees up so easy, and I think that's one of the bigger. I think I love the car and I hate the car all at the same time. This is one of those cars. It's a love-hate relationship, and I love to hate it. But tell people what I mean. The difference in what you feel in comparison to what you normally feel in every other car.
Yeah, with this one, it feels like you like balance the seesaw and try to balance in the center of it. It's like it's a really awkward car. Like it feels like if you give a little too much rotation in either direction, it could kill you. So you really had to be careful with that on the older tires. A lot of those guys are having a little bit of trouble in those restarts, getting them going and keeping them straight. But fortunately, they didn't get me. There was a pretty big wreck there on the I think it was the third to last restart. I don't know if I had anything to do with the start of that, but it was interesting.
The whole thing was interesting. It's super speedway racing. It's what it's about. It's late night racing, and everybody gets to have some fun. It's I think that's the biggest key here is coming out on top and having some fun.
Yeah, I wish we had that green flag run to the end, though. I think Chad would have had a pretty good shot at me if we got up to speed there. I saw the train derailing behind me as soon as I got that run out of turn two and figured I'd give it everything I had. And fortunately, it worked out just by a few seconds.
Yeah, I mean, you had 18, 19 drivers wanting the same thing behind you. It's crazy. All right, Aaron, much love to you. The Yellow Banana comes home victory lane once again. It's twice in a couple of weeks here. You know,
Is it?
yeah, we're pretty close to it. I called the Sim 500 series. Well, you were inside the top three.
Second. It's close enough.
Yeah, it's all good. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Top three's good. No, Charles won last week. You were just
I was there.
you were there in the Yellow Banana truck. Much love, man. Congratulations. Give your shout outs again.
All right, I'd like to thank the folks at Sim 500 for putting this league on. I'd like to thank you for broadcasting, all the folks for watching. Looking forward to getting back at it in whatever car we're in next week, if we're here next week. Is there a break?
We have a break this week, yeah, and then
Yeah.
we'll be back in the ARCA car.
No, sounds good. I like that car. Should be fun.
That car, I think that car's really good at this track. It's gonna be a little bit slower paced though, so it'll be fun to see if we can see some tandem on that one.
Oh yeah, that should be fun.
All right, Aaron, much love, brother.
All right, thank you.
It's Aaron Smith. He gives the best interviews. He really does. He's as professional as they come. And then now we got Justin Fuller, who finishes third. I tell you what, you had the up and down night of anybody. You had to come through a few drivers and duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball. That's what it felt like tonight. This felt like a game of dodgeball.
Yeah, I mean the tires were really slick, and especially if you were leading and you had somebody right up your bumpers. So I got turned that one time, spun out in front of the field. I got a little bump from behind, and uh, a previous time I hit the apron while I was leading, got loose, and it was just a rough night. These cars are kind of a anomaly to me, and I can't quite figure it out on these tracks. I every time I get out front, I seem to lose it. So I got to figure it out. But I had a lot of fun tonight. The cautions kind of sucked, but regardless, pretty good race.
These cars, I think at a certain point, you know, you don't let the cautions happen. You just let it all be chaos and see who catches up. In these cars, they're so fast, and you can catch a lot of ground up, and we were able to watch that a couple of times whenever people would get in trouble and have great. I mean, we saw some great saves too, but I mean, this car is it's like I told Aaron, this is a car I love to hate. It's great to watch. It's great to it's very eye pleasing on iRacing, but I hate driving it. It just feels like it feels like probably a car of the era. And I used to have an '83 Pontiac Grand Prix, so to see the '87 out there is insane. But to watch you guys manage each other in the early gun with the green flag run, it was insane. Those are the runs that you look forward to in these cars.
Absolutely. There's not a whole lot of downforce on these things, so
Mhm.
it's I kind of wish we would run old Daytona though. I think it'd be a lot more fun to drive on the bumps, but that's just me. So uh, regardless, it's just a fun time. I don't know what car we go to next week, but it's just nice to do something different every week and not run the same exact car every week on the same track.
Well, I mean, you're running the same track. You're just running a different car. I mean, Talladega is going to be the track for everything. You're off next week, and then you're going to be in the ARCA car. You're going to go to the ARCA car next.
Oh, okay. That should be good. So see what we can do. I don't know. I probably won't run all these races anyway. With my work schedule, it's kind of tough to run these late night races. So
Oh,
I don't have work tomorrow, so I was able to do it tonight and come out and have some fun with the boys.
then we got the Gen 6 car on the 13th, the IR18, which is going to be amazing, on the 20th. The Xfinity car on the 27th. October 4th is the car of tomorrow. It's gonna be
Yeah, I definitely won't be here for the IndyCar because I'll be in Bristol, so
Oh
we're
yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
miss that one.
Bristol's gonna be fun, man.
So
We were gonna try to be there. Um, I think the week of yeah, we'll be at Kansas in October at some point. So yeah, I mean, we got a lot of good tracks coming up, or a lot of good cars coming up, and I like the car combinations. You know, I mean, Talladega's Talladega. You know, it just kind of changes the mind frame of what you're running to be just a little bit bigger, especially with that tri-oval area being as slick as it gets on the bottom side, especially in this car. It just just can be a hassle.
yeah, absolutely.
But Justin, always pleasure, man. Glad to see you up here again inside the top three. I get to talk to you guys every so often, and from now with 2 series for the Sim 500 series, it's kind of cool to catch back up with everybody, and now with this little late night thing, it's kind of fun. So to watch you get out there, P3 up and down night, but it was good to watch, man. Give shout outs.
Yeah, it was a fun time. Glad to have you back. Look forward to go back and watch this broadcast. So, thanks to Sim 500, Ellie Evans, what to do, Joey Katina for putting this all together, and thanks to Personal Comfort, Scott Stenzel, and everybody out there for sponsoring me, and all my teammates out there at Aftermath Motorsports. And yeah, looking forward to the next one. We should see you on Wednesday night, I suppose, and hopefully we'll talk to you then.
Yeah, yeah. Where are we at? I don't remember now. We got to schedule all that.
We're going to Auto Club, so
Hey, that'll be a great race. What are we talking about?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
gonna be
absolutely.
that's gonna be a great. I love that race. I really do.
But
All right, brother. Well, go get
yep,
some rest.
I gotta go get to bed because I'm going to the Bills Panthers game tomorrow. So
Fantastic. Yeah, we're gonna be going to Rams soon. But,
nice.
but I have to travel to the Rams because
Yeah,
they're not here in Missouri anymore. Damn
yeah.
crunky.
So
Anyway,
all
be
right,
good. Be good,
sounds
man.
good, man.
It's
Have a good
Justin,
one.
you too. Justin Fuller comes home P3 tonight, and good time to say the least. And thanking everybody out there. Chad Coleman's going to be your P2 finisher, I do believe. They're going to work on what they've got going on and all the cool things that they've got happening. So much love and appreciation to everybody. Great time. It's a great opportunity to be able to do all this stuff and knock it out of the park. And thank you to all the drivers for being out there. Thank you to all the folks out there watching. Thank you to everyone. I mean, it was more relaxing than the last one. So probably because this was a long week. It was an emotional week. It was a tiring week, and I just wanted to be good. This is actually, it's fun. It's supposed to be fun. I'm trying to continue to make it fun. But thank you, folks out there. If you haven't done so, again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment after the fact, so that way you can help the algorithm. Share it out there, let people know what's going on, and we'll try to get it uploaded this week to Facebook. And probably, I don't know if I can upload it as a VOD to Twitch, but we'll try. We'll try to do what we can to make sure that folks can see it. If not, we'll play it as a VOD or something. So be good, be safe, be kind to other folks. It's the most important thing you could do. And as always, make sure you take care of each other. And peace, love, and all the hippie grease you can ask for. Tomorrow, we're going to have the Heart to Heart Motorsports Truck Series. That'll be tomorrow night. We are setting up the Powder Puff Series as well. If you don't know what that is, well, you got to get my Discord. Be good. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.